Pickaxe.
Thanks for dropping into the cast party. Join the cast and crew as they are boondoggled from their Hollywood film set into the crazy world of Fendrea. And action! Welcome to the end. Well, at least part 1. It has been over 3 years of our very first campaign of Cast Party, and here we are, in the last 2 episodes of Campaign 1. We are incredibly sad to see this story come to an end, but we cannot wait to start a brand new adventure with each and every one of you, both old and new fans who will be joining us for the very first time in a brand new story. We cannot thank you enough for your support along the way, and we hope to have your continued love and support through Campaign 2. We have been working so incredibly hard on this brand new tale, and we can't wait to share it with you all soon. After the finale airs, episode 89, we will be dropping the trailer for Campaign 2, along with a look at our lore in our new world. Yes, Campaign 2 will not be taking place in Fendrea, but a brand new, entirely homebrewed world that we will be exploring and probably destroying. If you would like some sneak peeks at all things Campaign 2, be sure to support the show over at patreon.com/castparty. You'll get a ton of exclusive goodies, and it's the best way to support the show so we can continue bringing you the highest quality D&D content that we possibly can. And Campaign 2 is only going to get better. If you were hooked in Campaign 1, whether it's the story, the world, the characters, the editing, the music, just wait. Thank you all so much. We love you all. Let's go out with a bang, shall we?
Hello everyone and welcome to Cast Party. My name is Colin McManus and I will be your director for today. I am joined by my penultimate cast and crew, Ryan McManus.
Hi, Sebastian Vivaldi Greensleeves, an emo at heart musician who always wanted to play a stadium show. Not because he's seen his favorite bands play live in his local stadiums or watched documentaries of full United States stadium tours, but entirely because he watched SpongeBob's Bubble Bowl performance growing up, and that got him so hyped to be a musician, probably more than anything else.
That's definitely inspired by the last ending of last episode, right?
100%.
Wonderful.
Anna Brisbane.
Blueberry Sky, elven druid actress whose best first date with a magician involved being his assistant in a magic show at the Magic Castle between episodes of America's Got Talent. The Magic Castle is Blueberry's favorite indoor location in Los Angeles, and she's been a member since she was a teenager, but she rarely finds the opportunity to go because her celebrity friends aren't into magic. She had never been a magician's assistant before. Despite rehearsing the bit a couple times before the show, following his instructions and everything, she could not figure out how he seemingly sawed her in half with a ribbon. They had drinks after and talked for a few hours until the Magic Castle ultimately kicked them out because it was 3 a.m. So, for the first time ever, she agreed to a second date with a magician.
Oh, snap. Wait, did he ever reveal it during the second date? Oh, wait, that might be part 3. I don't know.
Nigel Deacon.
Oh boy, here we are, Xander Gucci Supreme, who has been actively mentally practicing control over his werebat form. After taking to heart what Bray had told him and attuning and focusing on the ring he was given to keep it under wraps, he spent every spare moment while walking, getting ready for bed, sitting in that weird dark box, just mentally fortifying himself for the experience. Truth be told, he doesn't remember anything specific from when he first turned, but he remembers how he felt. He remembers being scared and out of control, and how new it all felt. It felt like someone else, but also felt like him. He knew it was him, and now he just needs to find the confidence to trust that version of himself. Or to be hit hard enough for him to let it out regardless of confidence.
Give me werebat.
And Vince Perino.
Hi, Jett the Chambers, the big burly heartthrob whose love resides with his mom, and of course, puppy Princess Pebbles.
and also with medieval times. He loves the medieval era so much that he primarily tries to land roles with that type of theme, hence his role in Through the Realms of Myria. One film that he was greatly looking forward to auditioning for was the 2019 Netflix film The King. In the beginning of 2018, he tried a shot at one of the lead roles and scheduled an audition for the role of King Henry. This was a dream role for him and a possible huge step up for his career as well. Little did he know, though, that his agent had accidentally fat-fingered the dates on his phone and scheduled it wrong in Jett's Google Calendar. Jett ended up showing a day late to his audition time, and he was informed by the director that they had fallen in love with the last audition they had and filled the role the day before. That role was filled by the one and only Timothée Chalamet.
God damn it. 4 for 4.
When you said he was in love with medieval times, I thought you meant like the show, like the
restaurant
space that you go to. Yeah.
That seems more on theme, actually.
Honestly, I always forget that's a restaurant.
I've never been. I want to go.
I want to go so bad.
Oh my god, so fun.
Cast party trip.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
With that, let's talk about what happened last time. You spoke with Matthias inside the dorm rooms after being expelled back from hell. Matthias told you of the Ebon Reach and how he will get you there in the morning. He took your sending stones and left you to rest for the night. Xander spent his night looking at the moons and the stars, Sebastian strumming Daisy softly, Jett and Pebbles cuddled up in a corner, and Blueberry communicating with Frederick as a ferret. You leveled up during your long rest and were given 5 sending stones in the morning by Matthias, 1 for each of you and 1 for him to continue your communication. He sent you to the Ebon Reach and you all moved towards Last Point, where you discovered the village was completely destroyed. Every inch of man-made structure was broken in some way, and you stumbled upon a large mass grave filled with hundreds of skeletons. You continued through the village towards the area of the Ebon Reach that Volozar had terraformed. After traversing an extremely straight and perfect path, you arrived at an empty city. Every building the exact same, every road symmetrical, everything perfect as can be. You reached the massive dome-like structure at the top of the city where you entered to see Kingsley, foggy-eyed for a moment before he breathed deeply and ran towards you all, now of his own mind. He told you Volozar said you could go home, but you convinced him Volozar's plan was monstrous and needed to be stopped. You did your final preparations, Crown of Stars, Longstrider, Foresight, before moving into the main domed room. Volozar called you pests, that through watching you, he has seen that you haven't figured it out. You haven't seen the reality of his grand plan. He summoned Digu from thin air and summoned his purple blade from his missing arm. He told you to create a masterpiece, he needs a new canvas. Jett struck his blade to the ground, casting Sacred Weapon, clicked his heels together, and marched Pebbles forward. Behind you, Kingsley raised a magical purple barrier that encased the giant dome, trapping you all together. Now you see Kingsley continues to project magic onto the dome, fueling the barrier. Jett atop Pebbles moves towards Volozar in the center of the room, as Volozar himself grins and flourishes his blade. And so the scene is set. The question is, would you please roll initiative one last time?
Oh, don't say it like that.
Don't say that. We're ending this game with PvP.
Yeah. Dirty 20.
12. Are you kidding me?
My last initiative roll with Jett is a natural 1.
Well, you have foresight. You have advantage.
Oh, you do.
Oh my god.
Balance. Now you need a nat 20 and it'll all be okay. Or a double nat 1. That's true, Jett.
It was a 6, so 8 altogether.
There we go.
Remember, you have Longstrider, so you have 10 feet of extra movement, and so does Pebbles.
Sebastian, what'd you get?
I got a 22 and I'm pissed off about it.
Stop going first.
I don't want to go first.
Hey, do you guys notice anything different?
No.
Oh, your aura.
Your aura
Holy
is
shit!
massive.
What happened?
Jett's aura is now 30 feet instead of 10.
You see this room is about 100 foot by 100 foot. Volozar standing right in the center. With a 23 on initiative, Volozar is going first. You see he flourishes that bladed arm. You can see he starts to move with immense speed. He's going to be using what I'm calling Swift Strike. And because you are all together, he rushes around you, starting with Xander on the side, rushes through you all, and makes a melee attack on each of you as he rushes through. So we're going to start with Xander. It's a nat 1 on Xander, so that's not going to hit. It's a 24 to hit you, Sebastian.
God damn it.
That's a 31 to hit you, Jett. That's a 24 to hit Pebbles. And then Blueberry, that's a 33 to hit.
Impose disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh my god.
We have 4 hits. Xander, you got really lucky with that nat 1. Sebastian, 24 damage. Jett, 32 damage. Pebbles is taking 22. And Blueberry, 21. He's able to rush through you all, do all of these attacks. It's that bladed arm. It feels like it's slashing, and then you feel this necrotic sting through all of those wounds. Then he's going to continue his assault with 2 attacks on Blueberry and 1 on Jett.
Scoomy.
Was that necrotic damage that you did to them?
Partially slashing, partially necrotic.
Oh, I actually need to know that.
Sebastian, yours was 9 necrotic.
So I'll only take half of the 9 because I'm resistant to necrotic.
Blueberry, I got a dirty 20 to hit you and an 18 to hit you.
Yes.
That's 21 and
Stop
29.
I'm going to use my reaction to slip on the masquerade mask from my inner jacket pocket. I'll take half of your 29, so I'll take 15 of that.
Okay.
And then you will have an extra 2d10 the next time you hit something.
And then Jett, that last attack on you is a 31 to hit,
31 hits.
21 damage.
Wow. All right.
Sebastian, you are up. Xander on deck.
That did not feel good. Good luck. And I start running towards the very center of the sphere. 30 as far in north as I can, trying to get dead center into the sphere. I'm making my way over towards Digu, while the others hopefully can deal with Volozar, because I just want to shut down the extra. I would love to whip Daisy around, cast a 5th level Ralathim Psychic Lance, as Digu hears in his head, the fucking bubble bowl. Winner take go.
It's the thrill.
The one more kill.
The last one to fall.
Intelligence save, 23.
14.
Woo!
Okay.
Good damage, though. 35
Some
psychic
more-
damage, and he is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Ooh.
That's massive.
I got him, don't worry. Just focus on the big guy. That's turn.
Xander, that is you.
I'm going to distance myself from the group a little bit by going 30 feet northwest, and I'll cast Hold Person on Volozar, please. It's a wisdom save, please. I'm hoping he's not wise.
That is a 30.
That didn't work.
I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs and make him re-roll that. Throw a cluster of foxtails at him.
This is close. I don't remember what your DC is. This is only a 21.
That fails.
Let's go, dude.
I think he's got to use the legendary resistance. So he is going to choose to pass. That was a beautiful silvery barbs. Who are you giving your advantage to?
To Xander.
Perfect, because I'm throwing an attack at him too. So I'm throwing a Crown of Stars moat at him with my bonus action, which is a 30 to hit
Yes.
for a total of 20 radiant damage. Let's go.
Anything else on your turn, Xander?
Free action, moon him. I don't know.
That is to the lair action. Xander, as you shoot that star, the entire dome starts to go a bit dark. You can see that light cutting through it. I need Constitution saving throws from everyone as this dark mist comes up and into your eyes.
18?
Gonna lucky point.
25.
21.
There we go. 19 plus 3 from your aura. Did your aura go up too?
No, aura
Oh.
stays the same.
Damn
It's just increase in the size.
So 21.
22.
Jett, you pass. Everyone else is blinded.
Ugh.
Bitch.
Fucking kidding me.
You are blinded for this round. With that, we are to Digu. Does not do anything on his turn.
Yeah, right.
Now to Blueberry with Jett on deck.
Well, I'm gonna circle around to the northeast side of Bitch Face. And as a bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into a white elephant.
Ooh.
10 out of 10.
I'm going to try to gore him with my tusks with disadvantage. Oh no. Damn it, it was a 2 and a nat 20. So 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 3 is 13.
That's not gonna do it.
I'm a huge beast, by the way.
Oh, gotta get a little bit bigger.
Oh.
I'm also gonna run 20 feet away.
Yeah, he'll take the opportunity attack.
Come at me, bro.
That's only a dirty 20, but still probably gonna hit you.
Yeah, it's an elephant.
Yeah, I figured. 31 damage to the elephant.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Are you kidding me?
Blueberry, is that the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to cast a spell. This costs all 3 of his actions for the round. He's going to cast Shadow of Moil.
What the heck is that?
Uh-oh.
All of these shadows that came up and into your guys' eyes, some focus around him. He is darker, but you don't know exactly what that does. Nothing happens immediately. That is your turn.
After him and Pebbles get hit a couple times, immediately you could see the shield on his back pop off and it starts to float around him and it comes right in front of him. As he turns to face Volozar, the shield will pop up just a little bit and you see Jett's sword swing right under it going towards him. 28 to hit for the first attack. And then for the second attack, another 28.
Both hit. Let me know the radiant separately, please.
Separately.
Why?
14 slashing, an extra 11 radiant altogether. And then the second one, 11 slashing, 8 radiant.
He did pass both of his concentration checks.
Do I notice anything when he gets hit with the radiant damage?
You see that the shadows around him are absorbing it. It feels like your radiant damage was lessened by these shadows he has brought around him.
Bastard!
Motherfucker, okay.
Since you attacked him when he had Shadow of Moil up, you're going to be taking 22 necrotic damage. With each slice, it grabs some of that radiant and almost lashes out like a tentacle.
Damn.
That is his turn. He's going to start out by taking his 3 attacks on Jett since he's right here with him.
Oh.
Oh my god. That's a natural 1 and a natural 3, so both of those are going to miss. Third one is 24 to hit.
Okay.
22 slashing, 8 radiant.
At the same time, I would like to use a reaction. I am going to have that hit the shield, and I would like to use Digu's Sigil of Protection. Once per long rest, if you are hit by a melee attack from an attacker, you can use your reaction to expel your land hands pool as a radiant blast. You choose how many land hand points you expend. The target must make a Constitution saving throw or take all of the land hands pool expelled on the failed save.
Spicy.
I'm going to use 87 of it.
Whoa.
23.
I'm going to use my inspiration to have him re-roll that.
That fails.
Oh.
He's taking 87.
He is currently resistant to radiant, so he's still taking half, which is huge. And then now he has to pass a DC 21 concentration check to keep up Shadow of Moil. 12. He no longer has that shadow around him.
Let's go.
Sebastian, through this blinded darkness, you start to see things. All you're seeing is void around you, even with your eyes open. And you start to see different areas of Fentrea and death happening there. You see the village of Corvine as giant rock slides come off of Auchendoth Mountain and kill everyone in the village. This is visions of death. I need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Oh. 18.
Get that +3.
21.
21 is not enough.
Fuck.
You're going to be taking 55 psychic damage.
Only titties that just top me in half.
Oh my god.
Because you failed, you are now distracted by death.
Not death.
While distracted in this way, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and disadvantage on death saving throws.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You can repeat this save at the end of each of your turns. But with that, Sebastian, you are up. You are blinded and you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
That's fine. I knew where center was. My vision goes blank. I'm headed for it. I don't know that I'm now out of Jett's aura, but we're running 30 feet. I want to be dead center of the field, and we are continuing to play Sweet Victory. We're going to get to the chorus. Ralathim Psychic Lance, 5th level. I don't need to see him because I know Degu's name. Can I have an intelligence saving throw, please?
It's only a 17.
He is going to fail. He's going to take 25 psychic damage, plus 6 for 31 damage total, and he's incapacitated until the start of my next turn. That is it for me.
And he's hurting already. At the end of your turn, he's going to send an Eldritch Blast at Xander. Simple legendary action. 31 to hit.
I can take it.
16 force damage. Xander, that is your turn.
I'm still blinded, right?
Correct.
Panic is setting in because of that. Everything that Xander knows how to do, I need to be able to see them. Can't tell what's happening. He can hear shouting and slashing, and he just feels like he needs to do something. So he grabs that ring, and he says, now it's gotta be the time to try. Rips off that werebat ring, and I'm going to more or less wild shape into the werebat.
Let's go. Pull that ring off, and you start to grow. You get that muscular bat-like body. You grow to a size of 10, 15 feet tall with those massive wings at your back. As you do so, you feel so much more in control of your body. This isn't like the last time. You have grown so much. You're so much stronger. You feel the urge. You feel the rage that you remember when you were in the dorm room destroying it. But right now, that isn't just this unkempt rage at anything. It's rage at Volozar. You are in full control.
Whew. Thank God. Does my hearing at all help me know where people are?
Ooh.
Echolocation.
Yes. Don't you have echolocation?
Yeah, you wrote that as I would have advantage on wisdom/perception checks that rely on sight if they're not deafened, but it's just listed as echolocation. So if you let me at least know where things are so I know which way to go.
You know about where Volozar is. You think you could stumble around to find him.
All right, we go 30. I'm going to just start swinging with disadvantage, but I've got 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack that I can all throw at him. Plus 10 to hit on each of those. So first one is claw attack, dirty 20.
That misses.
Second claw, I rolled 15 twice. That's cool. So 25 to hit.
Hits.
2d12 plus 5 for 23 magic slashing damage. And then the bite attack, only an 18, so that misses.
Get 1 swipe. You barely miss him. You can feel his presence. You're able to hit with that claw, get a good chunk out of him, and barely miss with that bite. With that, I'm going to have him cast Hellish Rebuke on you. I'm going to need a dex save.
12.
27 fire damage. Xander, that's the end of your turn. That is the start of the lair action. You guys can all feel your vision coming back to you, but that fog lingers, and you feel there's more of this necrotic energy shifting from that fog. Everyone in the room, I'm going to need another con save, please.
I should have stayed in the aura. 17.
Oh my god.
Blue, you're getting my reaction, bardic inspiration. Just hearing the chorus swell to the peak is enough to give you a little bit of shakes.
Sweet, sweet victory. Yeah.
It was only a 2. I'm sorry.
10.
10.
16.
Everybody fails. You're all taking 4 necrotic damage.
2.
Ouch.
And you cannot heal this round.
Oh.
Wow.
You feel that necrotic energy all around you. That is Degu's turn. That's the end of Degu's turn. And we are to Blueberry with Jett on deck.
If I look at Kingsley, does it look like these lair actions are happening because of him?
No. You actually see he's been constantly creating this barrier around the dome.
I'm immune to blinded.
You're immune to blinded?
Yeah, there's so many things on here.
Do you have inspiration, Xander?
No.
You can have DM inspiration.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I'm going to cast Polymorph on Degu.
What kind of save is that?
Wisdom 24.
11.
I back up a little before I do this. I turn around and I point my trunk at him and just spray this like radiant blue water at him, and he turns into a sperm whale.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Which has a speed of 0 on land.
Good God.
Whale.
Watch out for his tail!
Can we hit him or no?
Don't hit him, just ignore him.
Got it.
He can reach pretty far with that tail, be careful. Oh, I'm an elephant. You can reach pretty far with that tail, be careful. Okay, that's my action. I'm gonna run around to kind of the north side of the aura, just barely staying in it. The west side of the aura.
At the end of your turn, he's going to take an Eldritch Blast at you.
Nope.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
12 force damage.
Concentration check, 14 plus.
You only need a DC 10. Jett, that is you. Volozar's still right in front of you, and you can see he no longer has that shroud of darkness around him.
After Jett was hit and you had that radiant blast come out from the shield, that radiant energy emanates around him for a while, and everybody can get a feel of it if you're close enough to him. When that occurs, he's casting Aura of Life. If you're within 30 feet of me, you have resistance to necrotic damage. Your hit point maximum can't be reduced. And if you are at 0 hit points and you start your turn, you start with 1.
Let's go.
That's all I can do.
We are back to the top of the order with Volozar. He's going to take his 3 strikes first. 1 at Jett and 2 at the giant bat that just hit him. First one at Jett, that's actually going to miss. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that misses.
If he had that one miss, he would attack you again. Second one with disadvantage is only an 18.
Misses.
Gets frustrated and moves over to Xander instead.
I am gonna goad him to attack me again with my mounted combatant.
Ooh.
Good thing it was disadvantage. I rolled in that 20, but that's a 33 to hit. So it will hit you, Jett.
Yeah.
11 slashing, 7 necrotic, so only 3 more necrotic. You'll have to make a concentration check. It's DC 10 con save for your Aura of Life.
That was a 19.
Think he's gonna go Visions of Death again. This time, Xander, you look at him, you see his eyes go dark, your eyes in his, reflecting. You see yourself as this bat form flying across Helios as all of a sudden one of the islands falls from the sky. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
6.
45 psychic damage.
Okay.
And with that, you will also be distracted by death. You'll have disadvantage on attack rolls as well as death saving throws. Sebastian, did you re-roll that at the end of your last turn?
No.
Go ahead and roll me that wisdom save again.
The blindness went away, but that didn't. Nope. 12.
That's the end of his turn. Sebastian, you are up.
We're going to run 20 feet towards the party, so we're going down south now. We're going to get back into the outer skirts of Jett's aura just to feel a little bit more comfortable. As we go across, we're going to do a little knee slide, and I'm going to take Daisy just by the neck and fucking launch her. And we're going to do a Mordenkainen sword.
Ooh.
Daisy's going to pop out, bonk him.
And Daisy is not you, so will not have disadvantage.
21 to hit.
Hits.
Let's go. Ass damage, Daisy. 13 force damage.
Ass damage?
It's a special kind of damage Colin and I made up for Daisy.
Daisy is out, and Volozar is now surrounded by Jett, a giant bat, and a floating guitar.
That's it for me.
Not gonna use legendary action, so Xander, that is you.
3 more attacks, 2 claws, and then the bite. Bummer. That's 3 misses. One of them is a nat 1.
What were the others?
Not worth doing anything about.
Note taken.
Xander, roll me another wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Let's go, nat 20. Another nat 1.
Oh, buddy.
That is to the lair action. You hear these whispers. You see these souls appear from beneath the floor. You can see them all around, and they look like they're grabbing at you, but they're going right through you, almost trying to grab a piece of you. I need con saves from everyone.
I'm an elephant.
18.
9.
16.
19.
Everybody fails.
Oh, wait, I didn't roll with advantage. Oh, that changes it. 26.
Jett passes. What you're going to do is you're going to roll 2d6. You are not going to add them together. The d6 is going to correlate to strength, dex, con, int, wisdom, charisma. So if you roll a 6, it'll be charisma, 1 will be strength, anywhere in there. For each, you will lose 1 point in that stat.
Okay, we good.
As an elephant and as the werebat, you'll be doing that for those forms, which is why I think this is probably a bad time for this to happen, but it's okay.
Strength and intelligence.
I got 2 6s, but I only technically lose 1 point. It still sucks, but it could have been worse.
And Blue, what did you get for the elephant?
Con and charisma.
Did it lower any of your modifiers or no?
Con would go down to 16. Charisma would go down to 13.
That is the whale's turn. Flop on the ground. Doesn't have any movement speed on land. Literally a beached whale.
It's got a far reach, so be careful.
Then we are to Blueberry with Jett on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna hit Volozar with a 5th level blight.
What kind of save is that?
Con save. 24.
Got it, 23.
Nice.
Blue, you get an extra 2d10 of damage too.
10 and a 1. Okay, 11 extra. What is it?
Radiant damage.
11 extra radiant, 43 necrotic. As I just spray him with just this rot that digs into his flesh.
He still has his reaction. He's going to cast another Hellish Rebuke at you this time. So that's a dex save.
Let's see if you got hops, elephant. 18 minus 1 plus 3. 17, 30, 20.
That still fails.
Yeah.
25 fire damage.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so con save 12 is what I need. 17 plus. I have a bonus action that I never done used before. I'm using Combat Wild Shape, where as a bonus action, I can expend 1 spell slot to regain 1d8 HP per level of the spell slot expended.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do 3rd level.
Wow.
8. 1. 8. 17 hit points to elephant.
Jett, that is you.
Sebastian,
Hi.
what are you currently doing right now?
I'm on my knees and I threw Daisy and I'm ready to grab the drumsticks and start air drumming.
Before you start air drumming, something kind of stops you for a second as you're on your knees. You can feel 2 hands on your shoulder. This large form begins to appear behind you from the hands all the way up to its head. And you see this large celestial version of Charlotte form behind you. I am casting Summon Celestial.
Whoa.
Is that concentration?
Oh, fuck, it is. Oh, fuck, you're right.
That's okay. You saved us from necrotic damage already, so we're good.
Yeah. You can see as this forms that right where her heart is, you can kind of see through her a little bit more, and there is a little sleeping puppy Pomeranian that looks just like Hope.
Aww.
That warmth from her hands just radiates through you, and she's going to heal you for 2d8 plus 5. That's 16 health going to you. I am also choosing Avenger for her. I could choose Avenger or Defender, so she will have a Radiant Bow that she can attack with ranged.
Very cool.
And that is my turn and her turn.
He has not used any legendary actions this turn, so he's going to use the legendary action to cast a spell. He's got a few of you in this area here, meaning Jett, Pebbles, and Xander. He's going to be casting Shatter. Con saves, please.
22 for Jett.
Fails.
25 since I'm in the aura.
Pass.
I'll use my reaction for Jett. Jett, as Daisy is coming over, I look back and I see the angel, and it kind of spooks me as I throw Daisy. You get bonked on a little bit right on the noggin, but it makes a pretty little doing. And you're going to get 4 for that roll.
Oh!
From a Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, that also passes. And then I just need Pebbles as well.
10.
Pebbles will take 31, and you two will take 15.
Ooh, she's not looking good right now.
That is Volozar's turn. He's going to start out by taking 3 attacks. We're starting with Jett. First one, disadvantage. That's still going to hit. That's a 22. 30 on the first hit. Why don't you roll me a con save to see if you can keep that Summon Celestial up? You need DC 15.
16.
Barely, but it's there. Second attack is going to go towards Werebat Xander. 21.
Yeah, and I think whatever you do, I'm out of bat form, so...
20.
Yeah, so I take 11 damage as normal Xander.
Normal Xander reappears. His third attack is going after Pebbles. He wants to get you off your mount. 26 to hit Pebbles. 26 damage.
I would like to take that if I could goad him to attack me. With Mounted Combatant, you have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount. You can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead. Oh, so did I do that for Xander before? I did, but yeah.
It's okay. So he's going to reroll. That's a natural 2. That's not going to hit.
Oh, thank
Jesus, dude.
That's the end of his turn. Sebastian with Xander on deck.
With Daisy over there, we're going to start by doing an attack from Daisy. 23 to hit. No, 22 to hit.
Still hits.
Oh, thank God. Daisy's going to smack for good damage, Daisy. 26 force damage. And as that hit plays, I have the drumsticks unclipped. We're going to start air drumming. I'm in my villain era because it's big bad time. It's going to be Like a Villain by Bad Omens begins playing, and it's going to be a 4th level Ralathim Psychic Lance at Volozar. I am going to use 3 of my 4 sorcery points to make him do it with disadvantage with heightened spell? Heightened spell. Or not heightened spell, whatever. I have the disadvantage one. I don't remember what it's called. That one.
You can't play that song. You've never heard that song.
I know it hasn't come out yet, but don't tell anybody.
It's a dirty 20.
It's a 22.
He's going to use a legendary resistance.
Mm-hmm. Because I have the drumsticks out, we're going to do an echo of a 3rd level Dissonant Whispers. Can he do a wisdom save following that?
Yes, he may. Don't forget your damage for Ralthims as well.
You're so right. 28 psychic damage plus 6 for 34. So halved to 17.
Dirty 20 on the wisdom save.
22. This one's only fear, so we would just have to run away from me. But he would be leaving everyone's attack range.
He has to run away from you. So Xander and Jett, and Daisy. I don't know if Daisy technically would get one, but I'm going to let it happen.
That is 18 psychic damage plus 6 for 24. Daisy's opportunity attack, 21.
Daisy hits with the 21.
Daisy swing damage, 22 force damage total from Daisy. That's some damage, baby.
Jett, give me an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
That doesn't hit. Xander?
26 to hit.
That still hits.
12 force damage.
Attaboy.
He is bleeding heavily, and he is pushed up against the wall. Xander, that's you. Sebastian, roll for the wisdom save.
I don't think I can pass. It's a 12. I don't think I'm ever going to pass this wisdom save.
All right, Xander, that is you. He's looking really rough.
I am going to attack him with everything. 4 Eldritch Blasts, plus the Crown of Stars. So I'm going to roll 5 attacks, all with disadvantage.
You know now his AC is 21.
All right, let's see. That's 1, a miss, a miss, a miss, and a miss. This disadvantage, man, like disadvantage rolls, that's goddamn brutal. 20, so another 25 radiant. So I imagine that, like, coming out of the bat form, having not been able to do anything, Xander, like, kind of looks annoyed at just the situation, and he's kind of, like, having, like, a mini tantrum where he's just, like, stepping around and just, like, as he's, like, cursing at himself, he's just, like, throwing out the Eldritch Blasts, and then finally, like, looks at Volozar with that light, that star, and just says, fucking stop it, and just shoots out, and I think that the stars, they look very much like how you'd imagine, like, our comets look.
And it heads straight for him. And at the last second, you can see he looks at you. And he raises up his blade to deflect it. And the blade shatters on impact. Enough! I don't need to defeat you here. I will destroy Fendrea thanks to the power you brought me. Mistra's power. Now! And he points towards Kingsley, whose eyes flicker. Kingsley stops projecting the barrier around you all and instead waves his hand in front of him, drawing a rune in the air, a rune you have all seen before. In the ice cavern where Keanopa and Alana had their battle, Keanopa pressed this rune against a magical barrier. Kingsley forces this rune to materialize in the air as all of you become unable to move. You see Volozar teleports to the center of the room, and he swings his left arm around the room as the 6 doorways that are spread throughout this room fill with magical portals. As the portals open, you can see where they lead, like looking at a reflection to another place, each to different parts of Fendrea. Helios, the Evergem, Burndarium, Pastel, Windermere, and the tower that encases the ley line at Alana's wake. As each of these portals appear, you can see that protection that Kingsley was projecting around the entire dome disappears. And from the dome come crashing in through the ceiling the 5 dark angels, this time in flesh and blood. They wear the same ornate helmets, their wings feathered and spreading easily 5 feet on either side, one with the large hammer, one with the floating skull, one with 4 arms and 4 swords, one holding a staff, and another singing these haunting echoes. You can see Volozar rushes to the northeast, to the portal leading to Alana's wake, and enters it. And after he has traversed the portal, the 5 angels all point their weaponry at it, and it shatters into 5 pieces.
What?
Oh, great.
Each of these shards float to the angel as they grab it, and they each make their way to the other portals around the room. 5 portals, 5 angels. A second later, all of you still unable to move, there's this magical explosion behind you, and the rune Kingsley had created backfired and sends him flying backwards into the wall behind him. He looks to be knocked out from the impact. We are still in initiative. Blueberry, it is your turn. Across the room, you see the ashen whale turn to ash and fall to the ground, destroyed.
Oh,
Where the fuck did he go?
Man, this is fucked up. He went into phase 2 and said, bye.
Now that Volozar is out of your sight, you all can focus. Sebastian and Xander, you are no longer scared of death. Blueberry, that is your turn. You would have seen which angel went to which portal.
Does Kingsley look stable?
Yeah, he's breathing, but looks unconscious.
Where do we go?
pick one. I don't know. We're gonna have to split up.
No! What?
You want all 5 of us to go into one thing?
How hurt is everybody look?
I'm good.
Very bad.
About half.
I'm gonna cast heal on Jett. 70 hit points.
Goddamn.
Holy cow.
And I'm running 40 feet north. We're splitting up?
We fought him back with Alana. I think we can go one-on-one, right?
Is it worth it though?
We can all talk to each other. If someone gets overwhelmed, just let us know and we'll come back to the portal. We all got phones.
What if we all can't make it out?
Blueberry, the one you are closest to looks like it heads to Pastel. The one to the south of you looks like it goes to Burndarium, and the one to the north of you looks like it goes to the fields outside Windermere. You saw the large hammer-wielding man go to the one next to you, to the west. The one holding the skull to the north. The one singing going to the south.
I'll hop in this one.
Blueberry, you hop in this portal, and you appear in Pastel. You are on the ground. You see this being floating ahead and has already gotten to one of the pillars holding up the bridge and has already taken a giant swing and smashed portion of the pillar, causing cracks and large debris to fall from the bridge and start impacting buildings down below.
How far from it am I?
60 feet.
My God! Well, I'm running 20 more feet towards him. And I will use a 4th level spell slot to heal. 19 hit points to Elephant.
Jett, that's you.
Leave me Windermere.
All right, where should I go? I can probably get there quick, faster than you guys at least.
Go to the furthest one.
Jett, to your east, you see Helios. And you saw the angel holding the 4 swords enter Helios.
You saved it once, you can do it again.
Good luck, boys. And I'll fly with Pebbles through that portal. So that will be from Pebbles, that is 45 feet. So it leaves 95.
Jett, you appear in Helios, and you know exactly where you are. You are on the upper north. At first, you don't see the angel. All you see is 4 civilian bodies on the ground, and it looks like it is leading towards the Cosmic Isle, where Matthias is.
How far away is it from me?
Only 60 feet. You are able to start moving, you following this blood trail, and you see this being flying with its wings, all 4 blades out and extended.
We're coming right behind it. Flying up right behind it, I'm going to try to just swing the sword right towards its neck at full force. 28 to hit.
Hits.
28 again to hit for the second.
Both hit.
9 slashing, 10 radiant altogether for the first. 9 slashing, 5 radiant. Bonus action, 4th level staggering smite for one of them. 17 extra psychic. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
21.
That passes.
Not wise, just a very good roll. Now looking a bit worse for wear. That is the angel's turn. We're going to start with what you can see. Blueberry, you see this being moved not very far, 10, 15 foot down this pillar. Giant swing, crashing into the pillar. Ryan, roll me 20 d10 damage, please.
What the fuck?
Oh.
That's 114 damage.
Big swing, a huge crack shoots up, and another big chunk of pastel falls, completely destroying a residential building. You can start to see that there is absolute panic. Blueberry from behind you. You can see May and Dugrin rushing from Haven, and they're just starting to scream, "Everybody get out of your houses! Get out of the city! Out from underneath the bridge!" Then we're going to move to Jett. You can see this being goes invisible and then appears 120 feet further away from you towards the Cosmic Isle. Xander, roll me a d4.
4.
And then Blueberry, can you roll me 2 d20s and add them together?
19.
Sebastian, you're up. Xander, you're on deck.
I'm sticking to my word. I'm going to Windermere. I'm going to dash action to get 55 feet to the portal and step through. And now I have a question for you.
You appear at the portal. You notice there is the necromantic being holding that skull. It is making these shifting movements, and it is raising an undead army. There's easily over 50 of these skeletons already raised in the Windermere Plateau. What is your question?
I have 4 sorcery points total. I've used 3 of them. In order to exert myself, what would you do for me to exceed 4 and use 2 instead of 1?
Do you have inspiration?
No.
Could take exhaustion.
I chose the one where no people were because I knew what I wanted to do is going to be helpful, and I know I can't save enough people as I can. The others were better than that.
Can I give him my inspiration for this?
Yes, 100%. If you're down for that, you give him your inspiration. I will allow you to have a second sorcery point for this roll.
It's all yours, bro.
I appreciate it so fucking much.
You got 56 skeletons and a necrotic angel here.
2 sorcery points for Quicken Spell to cast a spell as a bonus action. Exhausted, literally burnt out, running through this portal, gasping for air, looking up at the sky. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. 9th level meteor swarm. This one's for you, Alana. God damn it, no one's gonna believe I did this though!
I can still see through the portal, right? I'm still nearby. I'm like, oh,
Yes!
what's happening?
Thank you, Xander.
Sebastian, as you're looking around, you see these 4 massive craters that caused all of the destruction here. They were Alana's meteors. She's done it twice. She's done it at Alana's wake, and she did it to take over Windermere after she was under the magistrate control. But now you're trying to take the control back.
Dex save.
Skeletons fail. The Dark Angel, however, gets a 10.
Nice.
81 fire damage. Oh, wait, shit. That's just the fire damage.
Oh,
I didn't realize there was another part
shit.
to this. 69 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, this is the exact reason I chose the one with no people.
Sebastian,
Goddamn.
this entire plateau is yours.
Completely exhausted, absolutely exerting every ounce of strength that I have built up through this entire adventure. Looking up to the sky, hoping for something. And I see the Fendrayan sun, and it starts to get blocked out by these 4 spheres as they come hurtling down. And all I can think of is, I wish Blueberry was here to see this, as they plummet and impact.
There is this chorus of the sound of not only bones cracking, but them flying through the air. The skeletons that were raised and starting to move towards you, but also the skeletons that are buried in the dirt here. Through this flame, you see that this angel is vaporized.
I'm gonna use my last 5 feet of movement to go back through the portal. And I hands on my knees. Xander, did you see that?
I mean, kinda. You just exploded for a second, and
Holy shit!
good job, I guess.
Did he get the shard?
With that impact, Sebastian, you have to dodge the shard of the portal as it flies through the portal behind you. And as you enter back in the 5 feet, you can see it on the ground in front of you.
Whew. Your turn!
Yes, it is, Xander. You are up with Blueberry on deck. Bottom right is Evergem. Bottom left is Burndarium.
Oh, so I can go to either one. I'm going to... Who could have guessed it? We're not messing around anymore. I Tasha's into Namora. I don't think it matters. Namora is higher planes. Hop on into the Evergem.
And you see you are directly in the area where the Evergem stands. You see all the tents around, and you can see that the Evergem is being bombarded by magic of this being with the staff. And you can already see it's normally rotating slightly. You can see a crack has formed, and it's starting to vibrate and radiate heat. As soon as you step through, you feel that heat, and you're taking 6 fire damage.
Oh, so did I say upper planes earlier? I meant lower planes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm immune to fire damage.
Oh, shit.
All right, so as soon as I step through, I feel that heat. I flap it away. I stab down the tripod into the ground, and I'm taking all 8 as sharpshooter shots at the dude.
Just to make it easier, AC 18.
And we roll. Oh, wow. All right, so 1 miss. 3 nat 20s in there also.
Oh
Let's
my
fucking
God, bro.
go.
No.
So it's 70 base damage, and you get a +5 for each of those. So that's 105 base damage.
10 d12s. 61 more damage.
So you did 166 damage. You two shatter this being, completely destroyed.
Does the shard also fly through the portal?
We'll say with those nat 20s, there's like an explosion of power, and it gets close, and Xander has to mage hand to grab it before it just flies off behind him.
Easy. And I'll turn around and go back through the portal. I just shout across the way, got mine too.
I saw that was so sick.
So I've got 10 feet left.
Helios is toward the east. To the southwest is Burndarium. You don't know if anyone has gone to Burndarium yet.
Xander, can you throw the shard in the middle? I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that portal in time. I can at least gather up all the shards and be ready for whenever it pops out.
Okay. And I will just yeet that towards the center of the room, and I'll move just 10 more feet towards Burndarium.
Blueberry, we are to you with Jett on deck. You are 40 feet from this being smashing into the pillars of Pastel.
Is he at ground level or flying?
He's hovering off the ground. You are an elephant. You can hit him.
I'm running 40 feet towards him, and I'm casting polymorph on him.
Oh.
Wisdom 24.
10.
Can I turn him into a small carryable turtle? I'm gonna grab the turtle with my trunk. And then my Misty Step as a wild shape thing, is that still technically casting a spell?
I'll let you do it in this case.
I will bonus action Misty Step 30 feet towards the portal with the turtle.
You get back 30 feet closer, so you're 30 feet away from the portal.
And he's got the shard in him, I'm assuming. That's my turn.
We are to Jett. See ahead of you, 120 feet, going towards that bridge that goes to the Cosmic Isle, is this angel with those swords.
Rearing Pebbles back, we're going to go her 120 with an extra 20 movement left. Try to take a good old natural swing at him. 25 for the first.
Hits.
30 for the second.
Also hits.
12 slashing, 11 radiant for the first. 13 slashing, 13 radiant for the second.
It's yours.
Let's go, buddy.
When it
Hell yeah.
reappears, as Jett rears Pebbles back, she goes faster than you've seen her go before. So fast that as he just holds this sword out and he flies right by, the sword just clearly goes through the neck. As he flies right in front of it, it just stops in place and the head slowly falls off.
And with that, you see the portal piece falls to the ground, and you're able to grab it. 20 feet left, and you're moving back towards the portal you came in from.
Yes, if I may.
You are still 160 feet away, so pretty far, but you got a lot of movement speed. 2 left. One is a turtle, and one is in Burndarium. Roll me a d4 again.
Okay. I rolled a 2.
Blueberry, this turtle bites your trunk, and you take 1 piercing damage.
Okay, I have to make a concentration check.
Champ. Oh,
15 plus.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my God.
We are back to the top with Sebastian.
I am picking up my shard, walking 30 feet to the center. Gonna grab shard number 2, and I'm gonna wait.
Not doing anything with your action or anything?
No. Just for funsies, let's take the dodge action.
Xander, that is you.
So I can move 40 feet, then I will use my action to dash to get through that portal.
You find yourself outside of a place you've been before, the fire pit, where you fought Potix and you helped Brad control all of the mechanical machines. But right now, this being is singing to the machines, and you can see them standing together. 4 of these beings so far are all grouped together, and you see others in the distance are rushing out of Burndarium.
I will move a remaining 10 feet in, and I'm going to send another mote of Crown of Stars at it with my bonus action. 33 to hit.
That hits.
34 radiant damage.
That's the end of your turn.
Yeah, and I'm on guard. I moon him with my butt, full butt moon.
Oh, my God.
And it's reflected off of the moon in my Crown of Stars.
Retroactively, since I haven't done anything with the Celestial for the last 2 turns, can I use a turn now for it?
Sure.
Okay. As it watches Xander go through that portal, it would like to follow through with him. It has 40 fly speed, so you could see that it flies in. It will end up right next to Xander. As it flies through the portal, you could see it rears back, and she holds one hand up towards the sky and grasps, and you can see a bow start to form in its hand, and it just grabs an arrow, and it forms as she pulls back and aims down and fires at it for a 24 to hit.
That hits.
8 plus 5.
13 radiant. Blueberry, we are back to you. Again, we have conquered 3 of these angels so far. One is charming these animals in Burndarium, and the other, a little itty-bitty turtle in the trunk of an elephant.
Just running back through the portal with the turtle. Portal with the turtle.
Portal with a turtle.
Turtle with a turtle. You run back through, and you have the turtle in your grasp, and you see Sebastian there with Daisy.
I got him as a turtle.
Is he the shard?
Well, the shard's in him, yeah. So we'll have to turn him back.
Okay, that'll be fun.
But he was like really killing people, so I figured I'd stop it. Bring him back here.
Yeah, good call. I got 2 of them. Wait, I dropped meteors from the sky, Blueberry.
I don't believe you.
God damn it, I knew it.
I'm gonna dash 40 feet, and I'm gonna drop the turtle in the middle of the room.
Jett, you are up. You are still 160 feet away from the portal leading back to the central room.
Yeah, I'll take the dash action to get out.
You're easily able to get to that room with the portal piece in hand. You and Pebbles are able to make it all the way back. And you see Elephant Blueberry, Sebastian, and a turtle.
Here, I got one of these things. Do you all have some or what?
4 out of 5.
He's still in the turtle.
We'll take care of that in a little bit. Where's Xander?
He went that way. And I point at the southwest one.
The second he points that way, I'm flying as far as I can to where Xander is.
Wait, Jett, I called down meteors.
It's bullshit!
God!
You hear that as he just goes right through the portal. It's like echoes. As Jett comes through the portal and sees another one of these arrows being let loose by the Celestial. 28 to hit.
Hits.
8 plus 5. 13.
That is this being's turn. The last 2 angels. First of all, the turtle's going to go after a dodging Sebastian's foot. It's a 7 to hit. Bites your shoe, but you can barely feel it through your shoe.
Man. Yeah. Like a gummy bite.
Xander, you've been my D4 boy. Roll me a D4.
D4 boy. 3.
You notice that there are more and more of these beasts that this being has called. So 2 more show up from the nearby houses and areas, and you can see another one gets up and starts rushing out of Burndarium. These beasts, however, move towards you all. Right now, they are essentially a swarm, but they'll be taking 6 attacks because there are 6 beasts. So 2 on Xander. That's 19 and 9 to hit.
Neither.
Jett, 21 and 9.
Nope.
2 are going to go after the angel as well. 11 and a 13.
Does not.
Damn.
Sebastian, we're back to you with Xander on deck.
Blue, do you want to just drop this and we gang up on him? I don't know what to do now.
I think we should wait for them
Okay,
so it doesn't just fly back through the portal. We can't stop it.
that's probably a good idea. I will hold an action for a 3rd level first level hideous laughter.
Xander, your turn.
All right, it worked once before. It'll hopefully work again with a bunch of sharpshooter shots towards that thing singing.
Let's roll them one at a time.
21.
That hits.
25.
Roll damage for those 2 real quick.
6 plus 10 for the first hit. 22 for the second hit.
It's still up.
3rd attack roll was a nat 1. 4th attack roll, dirty 20.
Hits, go ahead and roll me damage.
24 damage.
That's enough.
Let's go.
Breaks, falls to the ground. That piece of the portal shatters, but you can see all of these beasts still attacking you.
I'll send the last 4 shots at the closest to the shard.
They're a swarm, so we're counting this as one creature, but yes, for flavor, you're hitting the ones closest to the shard. So go ahead and roll all 4 attacks. 15 AC. I think you're going to hit all of them unless you nat 1 it.
I nat 1'd one.
Oh,
So 2 hits. 16 damage and 18 damage.
You're able to break through one of these completely and shoot hoof off of another one.
I wouldn't be able to just swoop in and grab it and then go out.
If you got enough speed, yeah, you could. You'll take some opportunity attacks.
I'm cool with that. It would take me 15 to get to him.
Yes, so you would be able to get back through the portal.
So I will, having cleared the way a bit, swoop in, grab the shard, zip on out, back out the portal, hit me with those opportunity attacks.
Both miss.
Thanks, guys. I say as I fly by and tap Jett on the shoulder and look at the Celestial. I have the shard in my hand. I don't want to hit it with it. So
You get back through the portal. You can see Blueberry and Sebastian here, as well as a turtle on the ground, which is the last of the angels. Blueberry, you are up with Jett on deck.
I would like to, I suppose, formally grapple this turtle and turn him upside down on his shell and pin him down.
I'm just going to allow you to basically push him prone.
And then I'm gonna drop polymorph.
that will trigger hideous laughter. Can the turtle do a wisdom save, please?
That is a 25.
Silvery barbs.
Oh,
13.
let's go.
it is on the prone. On the on the floor, prone, laughing, and I'm just gonna look down at him with one of my favorite Blueberry quotes: 45 degrees. That's the weirdest angel.
It is this weird ghostly laugh. You can see this fog coming from its mouth.
I can be your angle or your devil.
It's still my turn. I'm gonna bonus action, Misty Step 30 feet away, and then I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna run and trample it. 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 3, 23.
Super hits.
13 plus 3 is 16 gore damage.
Jett, that is your turn. You are still in Burndarium. You still see 5 of these beasts ahead of you, as well as you and your angel are both there.
Second, Xander just zooms by us going in the portal. We're going to turn and be right on his ass coming out, basically, both the Celestial and I.
Behind you, you can see that they look like horses almost, these mechanical beings that neigh and whinny, and you can see them start running for the opening of Burndarium. But you are able to enter back into the portal room.
I'm just going to go to the entrance. Xander, what do we do about those? Do we keep them here or what? Should I go take them out?
Brad's got it. Don't worry about it.
All right, what's going on here? What the hell is going on there? Blue, Sebastian, what are you doing?
We got the last guy!
Jump him!
Got it! Flying over, and I'm going to try to just stab down on it while it's being held down.
You still have advantage.
30 for the first attack, 15 for the second attack.
Misses. But the first one hits.
8 slashing, 8 radiant. The Celestial, 2 arrows are coming right at this on the ground. So that's 16 to hit.
That's going to miss.
16 again. 2 7s.
It is its turn. With Hideous Laughter, does it just end at the end of its turn, or does it need to make another saving throw?
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage.
It's a nat 1. So we're back to the top with Sebastian. Sebastian, it's right under your feet. You got Daisy next to you.
Someone take the shard.
You want me to just grab it?
If you can. Unless you got a big plan. I don't have much of a plan.
I'm gonna take a big swing with Daisy. 25. Daisy swinging down with a big arc for 16 force damage. And I would like to just try to grab the shard so I have hopefully all 5 once Xander and Jett get up to the circle.
You have 3 in your hand right now. You pick up a 4th. Xander has the 5th. You still have an action. Do you want to use an action?
I'll take the opportunity attack. I'm gonna start running to the other portal.
He can't take reactions.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna pick up the 4 shards knowing that Jett is super fucking quick, and so is Xander. I'm just gonna go over to the broken portal. I'm gonna try to start piecing stuff together, but as I'm running over, I'll just take out the crossbow and do just a behind the back shot real quick. Oh, no, it's not.
Xander, your turn.
All right, I will fly forward. I'm firing my 8 Eldritch Blasts normal at him.
AC 18 to make it easy for you.
6 hit. 39 force damage.
It's yours.
So, since I'm flying over, did anyone see what this guy was doing?
He was smashing the bridge and passed out.
Oh, you motherfucker. You better not have hurt Clay. And I'm just like blasting him into the ground. Just like just right into the floor.
And you have the final barrier piece. Sebastian, you have all 5 shards. It takes a moment to put them together. But when you put them together, there is this click. You see all of the cracks instantly form themselves. And then there's this resonant push. And it pushes everybody back 10 feet. And you hear, guys, oh, you see Kingsley starts to get up. What's going on? Are you guys okay?
It's time.
Okay, how are you doing?
Not great, Bob.
Hold on. And he brings you all close. Let me help you all. I have a lot of magic still saved up. You see, he brings you in close. He starts making this illusion in front of you. It is the final scene of the movie, how he remembers it. There are all these different special effects happening, what he believes the movie is going to end like. All of a sudden, this wave of relief rushes over you. He pushes this into you and you feel relaxed. There's a long, deep breath. You know, like when you're anxious and you just take that long, deep breath, it just relaxes you a bit.
You mean in Baldur's Gate when they take a rest and they go,
So there's 2 things you can do here. You can only do one of them. You can either take an instant short rest, or you can roll a d12. And with that d12, you can regain spell slots equal to the number you roll. So if you rolled a 9, for instance, you could get a 9th level spell slot back, or you could get a 7th and a 2nd. But if you roll a 1, that means you can only get a 1st level spell slot back.
I'll take the short rest so that everyone gets their temp HP back.
I'm gonna do spell. I'm gonna risk it. That's a fucking 11.
11th level spell.
Wow.
Let's go.
If only.
Doing short rest.
I'm taking the 9th and my first level spell slot.
I'm taking short rest.
We're probably here for longer than a minute, is my guess, so I'm losing Tasha's. Still have crown stars, though, so...
I turn back into an elf.
Spending the time here and the minute, I'm just gonna start tuning Daisy. For some reason, when I tune the G string, it just resonates really well with Xander. In doing so, I'm gonna cast Foresight on Xander with my new 9th level spell. So we'll just cross that right off immediately.
You have this newly formed portal to Alana's wake.
All right, y'all ready to finish this?
Trying.
We're almost there. Is everybody feeling okay?
Yeah, pretty good now.
Kingsley, we can't thank you enough for that. My God.
I'm coming too.
Are you sure you should?
I got this.
All right, Kingsley, please just try to stay behind us.
If you start doing some weird shit, I'm turning you into a turtle. Let's go!
I'm just waving everybody through the portal.
As we walk through, I am going to use my channel divinity to gain sacred weapon again.
Ooh. As I'm jumping through the portal, I'm gonna throw the staff up in the air, and while it's in the air and I'm in the air, I'm gonna turn into an elephant so I can catch it with my trunk and then land.
How do you land? Superhero pose?
Yeah, but as an elephant.
As you all enter the portal, you appear on the ground of Alana's wake. Basically where you had landed after killing Marith, the part of the storm. Ahead, the tower you met Veldrin in, except the tower has completely fallen to the sea. Looks like it's been magically pushed off the earthen pillar it stands on. And above it, standing in the space, is the ley line. Volozar floating inside of it with Veldrin in hand. You see him squeezing her throat until her body goes limp. He tosses her to the ocean below. He turns to you all, floating in the space of the ley line as magic just starts expelling from him. The ley line, this vertical crack in space itself, it starts to fractalize. It moves and breaks time. Space warps. As you see that straight vertical line turns into a large X in the sky with Volozar in the center. Each stem of the X forms a different color and begins to open further, allowing the elements to pass through into Fendrea. Earth first, then water, then fire, and finally air. The same portals Volozar brought to Fendrea before, but this time, all at once, through one massive ley line, Volozar himself begins to expand in size as he begins taking on portions of these elements. Fiery hair grows upon his bald head. His skin morphs to look more like stone. He steadies himself in the air as his legs turn to geysers, spilling water out below him, and his right arm is replaced with visible air currents cutting through the clouds. His body continues to grow, nearing 50 foot tall, as each portion of the ley line spews its elements out towards Fendrea, with only you in their way. And for today, that's a wrap.
No.
He's a kind.
We have more to do.
Does he count as an elemental now?
Yes, actually, which is why I almost said not yet when you asked about if he was an elemental. Thank you all so much for listening. In 10's episode, I'm Not Sweating, we're going to talk about all of this over on Behind the Scenes. You can get access to that patreon.com/castparty. That's just in 1 week, and you're going to want to hear all about the juicy goodness and about what we believe is going to happen in the finale of season 1 of Cast Party. Again, thank you all so much for being here, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the finale of season 1. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Sheesh.
Oh my God.
Ryan, why do you turn off your camera? What are you hiding?
Ryan, do you turn off your camera because you don't want anyone to look at your butt? It's your shame? Are you afraid of your butt? Or, sorry, are you ashamed of your butt?
I always wear shoddy gym shorts when we record because I get so sweaty in here. And 2 out of like the 3 to 4 pairs that I have holes in the ass. So I never remember which ones I put on. So it's just
They're just assless chaps.
pretty much.
I knew it.
You know me. I love my ass. I don't want y'all to see my actual ass. Welcome to my last shout out of Campaign 1. That is so weird to think about. I know I've done a lot of these kind of heart-to-heart conversations with you all regarding the shout outs, but this one feels extra special, you know? We've been doing this for almost 3.5 years now as we approach the very end of Campaign 1. And I mean this with 1,000% certainty. We could not be doing this if it were not for the people in this tier. Campaign 1 wouldn't exist, probably would have never come to a close. If it did, it probably would have been maybe episode 30, if we even got that far. So I mean it when I say that you are the backbone of this entire show. And you have my utmost gratitude, thanks, and love. For the finale, we will all be getting together and doing shoutouts as a whole. The entire cast will be running through the names, so we're very excited about that. I know it's usually just me and Colin who do these things as we sort of take care of the post-production aspects of the show, but we wanted to do something special, so we will all be getting together for the finale to give you all the proper shoutouts that you deserve. But for now, in part 1 of our finale, I would love to give an enormous shout out to a new guy, Anne, Dragons, Dubword, Sainty Love, Eric 5, Foerunner, Heather, Isuik, Jesky Fire, Jesse, Jin, Lady Lorax, Lexi, Opti, Bean, Bass Drop, Ebab Flow, and Slimy. Thank you all. Thank you all for believing in us. We'll see you in Campaign 2.